Dismiss that dialogue.
There you go.
Okay, call this meeting to order at 5:30. Uh, is there any updates on the agenda?
Hmm.
Okay, public
Yes, there
comment.
is.
You have a
Um,
visitor.
Oh,
that would be Peyton. If you want to go ahead and let her go first.
yeah, go ahead. My
Awesome.
name's Bill Hawkins.
Hello. Good. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Sweet. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Peyton Russo. I serve as a VHCB AmeriCorps member with Rural Edge in St. Johnsbury, but I live here in Island Pond. And as part of my AmeriCorps Independent Service Project, I'm developing a transportation needs survey for Island Pond residents. And the goal is to better understand how people get around, what transportation barriers they face, and whether there are any unmet mobility needs in the community. And I'm particularly interested in issues related to access to employment, healthcare, groceries, social activities, and other essential destinations. My current plan is to distribute the survey through a combination of mailers and by soliciting surveys outside Kingdom Market and perhaps Dollar General if they let me. But before doing so, I wanted to seek feedback from local planners and to make sure that, I'm asking the right questions, reaching the right people, not duplicating any work that's already been done by the town or by NVDA. I have a draft survey and mailer prepared, and I would really greatly appreciate any feedback or suggestions or concerns the commission may have. My hope is that the information gathered can help inform future transportation discussions and identify needs that may otherwise go undocumented. So, if you thank you for your time. If anyone would be willing to review the survey, I'd love to email the draft and set up a meeting time with one of you and get your thoughts on whether the questions are useful and whether I'm missing anything important and whether similar data already exists. But yeah, that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts and what works for you. Thank you.
Can
Okay.
you send us all an email?
Yeah,
Can you just
absolutely.
send us all the draft?
Yes, I can do that. I wasn't able to find the emails on the city page. Could you put them in the chat?
Actually, why don't you just send them to me and I'll send them around.
Okay, I can do
Mike
that.
at brightonvt.gov.
Okay, I will do that.
For what it's worth, I also sent you the complete summary of the survey findings that we published. So if there are overlapping themes and things that you might be interested in
You
there.
want to take over?
Yeah, sure.
How far back would you want to go if we've had surveys done over the years, but I don't know whether they'd be relevant today if things have changed, but if you want to take a look at them, we can dig them out.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that would be helpful if you have something maybe within the past 5 years.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, Allison shared me the survey that they did last year, but it was more focused on housing and tourism, and this one would be more focused on transportation.
Okay.
I'd be happy to
Yeah,
look.
thank you so much. I'll share that with Mike, and then he can distribute. Yeah.
I certainly can. I'll make sure you have everybody's email address at the same time.
Put
I'll
on
put them all
update
in the
agenda.
message.
Do we have anything else on the update?
The blurb. Do you want to talk about it, Allison? Because you're kind of involved in that.
Yeah. So we sent the proposed regional plan off to the Land Use Review Board, and we are starting the adoption process. We have scheduled our first hearing for July 29th. However, I do want to point out that the Land Use Review Board actually reviews the plan, then generally they ask a bunch of questions, but they also want to spend the day touring the Northeast Kingdom. And so we've actually gotten an RCT bus, and we're going around and visiting places. And one of the communities that we're visiting is Brighton. So it's a great opportunity for them to see how the future land use map may benefit their community. And, we've given a lot of thought to how it could benefit us because we've talked about possibly getting Tier 1B status in the future. So, that it'll just be interesting. I don't know. I haven't been through this before, ever in 23 years that I've been here. But I think it will be an interesting visit. Um, and once we also have some guidance from the LURB on, if they like our future land use plan, then we'll also have some stronger guidance for what we can do in Island Pond. So that's it. It's the 22nd. Liam has circulated an agenda, and I know that that's probably a tentative agenda because it means we have to ride around in this bus. And, who knows if we're like behind schedule or something, but I'm still excited about it.
You'll be with the board as they travel?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I was also thinking of bringing our proposed map that we worked on for our plan update, which is kind of based on the future land use map, the regional future land use map, assuming that they're going to approve it. So I can show how we're already thinking about where our growth areas are going to be and et cetera.
So I guess I have a question in that I don't know, you may not even know because I talked to Liam about it. But so he kind of indicated they are not coming into town hall. Are they stopping where we need to meet them, or is this kind of they're just coming to town and we really we won't even see them?
I don't know because again, we haven't been through this,
I mean,
but
I'm gonna go to the meeting in the afternoon in Lindenville, but um
yes. Yeah, so I think, they just want to be able to look at the future land use map and then see how it correlates to on the ground. So, um, if they have questions about it, we can certainly answer those questions, and so that might be helpful. But I can get back with Liam to find out like just what kind of questions we can expect when they reach ground in Island Pond. So we've got a week to be prepared. But, yeah.
Well, you could, since you're on the ride with them, when they go to the other towns, you can find out what questions they ask and then quick call us on the phone and let us know.
I can text you guys as well, and I can also text you guys for updates for where we are on schedule. So,
we
you
shouldn't be too
might
bad.
want to
I think we're
give
second.
me,
I think we're the second town, aren't we?
yeah. So, are they going to Burke first?
I think so. I think they're going Burke, then
Yeah.
us, and then headed towards Newport and that
Yeah.
direction.
They're not stopping
So,
in East Haven?
No, is that a town?
not today.
Well, it has no
Um,
zoning, and so it'd be a good contrast, the cautionary tale.
You mean if
actually,
they
I
look at
think
your
they
neighbor
are
across
going
the
Keep serving
street?
your beer.
I think they are going through Newark, which has no zoning, or at least they were originally. I don't know. I think that our community here is like one of the intended visits, and then I think there's a secondary list of, well, it would be nice if we could go here and here too. But I think the Island Pond is a target community.
Hopefully it's a
So
good
if
target and
you
not a
guys want
target
to
on our
give
back.
me a place where I can text updates, I could do that from the bus. So,
Well, yeah, you can text me or text Mike or.
Yep.
yeah. LERP is coming. The LERP is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The eagle has landed.
Yes. So that's my only update right now. So
I guess no public comments. Uh, Allison, town plan. Was that?
well, that was kind of like my town
Okay.
plan update too,
All right.
and I'm sorry.
All right. No,
It
it's
was
good.
kind of the same thing.
Yep. No. Did Bruce give us an update on zoning? No. No. Okay.
Did see him at the transfer station, and he now understands the scale of the problem, shall we say, to put it gently.
The scale of the problem?
And he wonders like what he's running into a lot of issues. Let's put it that way. Because it's how do you enforce against someone and then not enforce equally unto others? You know, if I call this guy out for this, then I got to call that
Of
out
course.
everywhere I see it.
Yeah.
And it's just a never-ending task, you know.
Well,
It's like an ever-widening hole.
that's why nobody wants that job.
Yeah, I dodged a bullet there. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Well, we don't tell people what it entails before they take it.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you, Joe, he's probably spoken to you though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's was initially taken aback, I think, by the extent of the work that has to be done, but I think seems to be really doing well. He seems to, I think he's fallen into the position pretty well. I mean, we've had some discussions about, the problems of enforcement, which, from my perspective, is half the town hates zoning and half the town wants more zoning. And so the zoning administrator has to walk the line and try and reflect what the town wants and as well as what the bylaw is. And it's sometimes walking a thin line, so, but yeah, you have to treat everybody the same.
Of course.
Th- But that's easier to talk about than to put into practice when what that actually means. I mean,
Well,
you can have two similar situations, but you can have a situation like when we had the Orlowskis, when you had a neighbor who was complaining loudly and had a survey done and everything was clear and you had a standing complaint, you have to do something about it. Sometimes, though, there's some trespasses that are so minor and would be so hard to enforce that the town has sometimes just chosen to keep the violation on the books. And when the property sells, it'll come up in the title search and it'll get cured then. Depends. I mean, enforcement's difficult.
well, and a lot of those have been going on for years and then kind of go away and then they come back up when somebody else wants to do the same thing and they can't but yet
Yep.
this guy was able to do it 10 years ago when it was still, so.
Yeah, Bruce is also, he seems to be concerned largely about the storage containers that are popping up everywhere. There was one on Lakeshore Drive or somewhere in Lakeshore Drive where somebody plopped down three of those babies on a cement pad, no permit, not even entirely on their land. So,
You're not supposed to put them on a cement pad.
especially without a zoning permit.
Right, especially, yes.
They'll rust out. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Blocks. You got to breathe. But
Well,
that's,
it's in the DRB's hands now, so they have to deal with it. But we do require permits for them. Always
mhm.
have.
And I don't know. I guess, are they limited to how many you can put on, or that's not even, and that's
That's not it.
maybe
They're
that
not
should,
addressed in the zoning bylaw
yeah,
now, but remember Bruce recommended that we add a clause about them.
right, not more than one. Just like an 8 by 100 square foot or whatever it is building, it can only have one, you know? Not two or three of them just because you don't need a permit.
Yeah, I saw a video of somebody building a house out of four of them, all sandwiched together. So they had to cut holes in metal to make a house out of them, and then they covered the outside with siding. And I don't know why anybody
There's
would do that, but
no, there's a couple of studios that do them. They have huge warehouses. They do all the modifications. They stack them up. You can go do a walkthrough of how your home is going to be,
Mhm.
and then they deliver it, and they can set them up with a crane in like a day.
Yeah, but I think in our zoning though, I think you can't be living in it. You're only supposed to be storing stuff in it. Is that in there like that?
no,
Or is that,
that's not in there. If somebody wanted to plop down one and live in it, that would not be the town's problem. That would be probably the health department.
well, I know that they fix them up and they are like homes, but I mean, if you're going to use it as a home, it's not a storage unit anymore. So you should have to have a different kind of
permit.
permit.
That would be regular permitting,
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
because the permitting
Yeah.
doesn't
But it's
say
not.
construction material, it just says house.
Right.
So it's a
Yep.
house.
It's a house.
It's the house.
I really want to do it,
If it
actually.
walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a duck.
Yeah.
I think Al also had something she wanted to say, Gene.
This is
Yeah.
more of just like a zoning thing, but the town of Westfield is working on a revision to their zoning bylaw to address storage units, but they're also thinking about where they don't want storage units competing in areas that have the infrastructure to support housing. So just something to think about. Like
Did
in
you say
other
they
words, it, uh,
were they restricting these things? Did you say?
yeah, so they would put them outside of their village, for example, because they
Sounds like
want to
a,
prioritize housing in their village.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
a highest and best use.
yeah,
Hmm.
so I
Essentially
mean,
ban them in the village.
yeah,
Mhm.
Could you ban them everywhere?
Right.
well, I mean, there are people who do it right, and there is a need for it. It's just that it would be a shame to have it in a place where you have water and sewer that otherwise could be developed for housing. That's, I mean, it's not, it doesn't support like a vibrant downtown. So that was, at least that was their thinking. So if you want to see a proposed update of their zoning, I can forward it to you.
Yeah, that would be good.
I think
Okay.
we should look at, I mean, just get ideas on, well, what kind
Yeah.
of restrictions would we want to put on them? I mean, we may not want to go as far as they are, but, at least some of that language might be worthwhile looking at.
Mhm.
Could we
Uh,
require that they be covered with nicer material?
Right.
Well, then you're into look and feel. And
Design control district.
I've lived in towns that have look and feel rules, and it ain't pretty. I mean, the town's very pretty, but trying to get anything done to comply with style guides, freaking style guides.
Mhm.
I think the one shortcut would be to declare that they are valid as an accessory. So that would keep someone from dropping containers on a lot without a house.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
We
your
could
shed is an
require
accessory.
yeah,
Right?
right.
we could require that they be kept out of the public view. I mean, we already make travel trailers have to be can't be in the front of the house. They have to be on the side of the house. So if we could tell them where to put travel trailers, we could tell them where to put the storage containers. Like,
Do we define the side yard?
Yeah.
So in another
Probably.
lifetime, I had a
Yeah.
neighbor who put up a huge CB antenna tower on the side of his house. And within a week, zoning guys came out and they're like, you can't have that in your front yard. And he said, it's not in my front yard, it's in my side yard.
Mhm.
Your rules say the side yard begins 15 feet from the sidewalk. It's 20 feet from the sidewalk. It's in the side yard. It just happens that there's no fence and you can't tell that it's the side yard and you can see it from the street.
Right,
But
because you're
it's-
looking at a building, and if you're looking at it this way, and the road is here, and the container's here, well, it is on your on the side.
But it's out
It's
on
a side,
full
right.
display.
That's right, because the side
we,
is
we
facing the
actually,
road.
we actually do define the front, the back, and the side.
Okay.
Well, what if we could do this
So
all?
what else?
What if the house is illegal non-conforming?
Legal non-conforming, conforming?
Meaning it was built before all the rules.
Oh, well,
Your grandfather.
My house doesn't fit setbacks at all.
Your grandfather.
oh, yeah. Yeah, but that's a different,
That's what they call it.
Grandfather's in there.
That's the only time the word
But-
grandfather comes up.
yeah.
The only thing is, if you tear it down way too long, then you can't build back without meeting the setback.
Well, I think you got to keep the foundation.
No, if I had to rebuild it, I would file for bankruptcy. There's no way I could ever afford to put it back up.
Well, you just
No, that is
put in
true.
a storage unit and
It's insured
make it a
for $1
house.
million, and I don't think that's enough.
no, probably not. Okay, anything else on the updates? No. I guess. Do we have the minutes? Of mine. Okay, did everybody read the minutes?
Yes, I did. Sure.
Okay, so can we have,
Make a motion, we approve the last meeting's minutes.
I'll second.
Okay.
I'll third them.
all in favor?
All right.
Fine.
Any other business? No. All right, well,
Au revoir. I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
All right.
My feet are saying,
What?
Au revoir.
All my meetings are this short this week.
I lived in a place, the place with the look and feel rules also had rules about how tall your grass could be.
Oh, yeah. I've
And they-
known-
Well, this is gonna be a problem in this town, I don't know.
If you don't pay the bill, then they'll put